welcome back to Kingdom Kids Connect.
Kingdom Kids Connect.
Buttons, I have been missing this.
I know, these are really good.
I know these are really good, and it's been a minute since I've been in one. I've just been enjoying these online. I hope you guys have been too. And if you haven't got to see all of them, that's okay. You can go back and watch them and get caught up. This week, we're going back to our book, Buttons. We're going to read from the book Indescribable.
Indescribable.
These are little devotions that just daily can keep us in the Word of God, Buttons. Yeah. And that's why I really like them.
And cool science facts.
And
dragons.
We've been talking about dragons. We've talked about some, I think one of the last ones was something that smelled real bad.
I think it was a big stinky flower.
Yes, we've just been having fun. And so today we're going to continue, Buttons, in that science realm. We're going to talk about something that's really cool.
What's that?
It's one of my favorite things. We're going to talk about the ocean.
Ooh.
I hope everybody has got to see the ocean. But you know, Buttons, there's probably a lot of kiddos out there that's not ever been to an ocean.
That's true.
Oh, and that's okay because you have plenty of time. But you can see oceans if you're looking at a map.
Mm-hmm.
They're between the United States and like Europe.
Oh, yeah.
There's a big
ocean.
Atlantic. The Atlantic. Oh, we love the Atlantic. There's the Pacific Ocean. Yes, we love the oceans. And they're beautiful, aren't they?
They are.
They are amazing.
So big.
When you look out if you're on the beach and you're looking out, Buttons, sometimes you can't always see the end of the water because it just keeps going and going and going.
And going and going.
And going some more.
And going and going.
Oh, but you know something that we're going to talk about today that's a part of the oceans?
Fish.
Oh, fish. Fish are in the oceans. Yes.
Sharks.
Oh. Sometimes that's why I don't like to get too far out in the ocean, Buttons.
They can be a little scary.
Because they can be a little scary. So I just stay right there at the water, at the edge of the beach.
We're not going to talk about the Leviathan again, are we?
No, we're not going to talk about that.
That was Kenneth.
We're going to talk about the mystery of the ocean.
Oh.
Did you know? There's a lot that we do know about the ocean.
Yeah.
Like, you know, which ocean is the Pacific, which ocean is the Atlantic. But there's a lot under the water that we don't know. We can't see that far. But of course, you know, Buttons, God knows about them.
That was all part of his plan.
It was part of his plan. Did you know, Buttons, this is a cool, fun science fact. Even though the oceans cover more than 70% of the Earth's surface, we have only been able to explore like 5%.
5%?
5%.
Whoa, that's not a whole lot.
Oh, I know. So if you're looking at a globe, there's just like bodies of water everywhere. The oceans are everywhere around those land masses. Isn't there?
That's crazy.
Yes. So it covers more than 70%, but we only know about 5%. That's mostly, Buttons, because of how deep they are. Oh, you know, if we're in our swimming pools, Buttons,
they can get pretty deep.
And they can get pretty deep, but we can walk and we can see the end of it and we can know, oh, that's deeper than I want to go.
I gotta wear my floaties.
Oh, I do too.
Floaty.
I still wear floaties because I can't swim. I can't swim, Buttons.
I can't either.
No. So, but we can see the end of the pool when we're looking at our swimming pool.
Yeah.
But when we're looking over a boat and we look down, we can't see the bottom of the ocean. Did you know how deep the ocean is?
100 feet.
No.
120 feet?
No, way more than that.
150 feet?
Oh, just keep climbing. Like Buttons could climb for a long time. The average depth of the ocean is 12,100 feet.
What? 12,000?
I think that's further than I can see.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of feet.
That's a lot of feet.
That's a lot of feet.
Did you know, Buttons, if you were looking at the ocean depth straight, it would be 2 miles deep.
Oh my my goodness.
Like that from our church, that's like way further than the McDonald's.
Wow.
Like I can't even see to all the way to my McDonald's. I can if I look real hard, but that's way further than that. Parts of the ocean are so deep that scientists, those cool people that we really like, they've not even been able to explore them yet. But they have made some amazing discoveries. It says here they've discovered the giant sunfish.
Sunfish.
Yes, I don't think I've ever seen that. But do you know that it can weigh up to 5,000 pounds?
Whoa.
Like, I mean, I don't
That's
even...
like an elephant.
Yeah, probably. Like, I can't pick an elephant up. No, that's a huge fish. The fang-tooth fish. They have fangs.
Fangtooth.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
A fish that's not a shark that has teeth?
Yes. Just a fish down in the depths of the ocean.
Very deep, please.
Yes.
Very deep.
Very deep.
Ooh.
Oh, and there's also one called the Blob Fish. Did you know?
The Blob Fish.
Yes. Yes, it was 12 inches of just like pink goo.
Ooh.
That's what it looks like, it says.
Squishy, squishy.
Scientists believe, Buttons, that there are millions of other species and fish and whatever it may be that's down in the ocean just waiting to be discovered.
Wow.
Wow, isn't
That's
that
cool.
Oh, that is so cool. I love to discover new things, Buttons.
Absolutely.
Yes. Oh, but while we may not know all the mysteries of the deep ocean, who do you think does?
I bet you Jesus does.
I bet he does. We can trust him to know because let me give you a secret. Do you know who made the ocean? Do you know who made? If you know, go ahead and shout it out. Buttons. I think I heard somebody.
I think I heard it too.
What did you hear?
I heard God.
God made the oceans. That's right. And God knows all kinds of mysterious things.
Cool.
Some things that we think, Buttons, other people don't know. God knows the deepest places of our mind.
Really?
Sometimes, Buttons, I don't tell everybody my every thought. Like, if I'm feeling bad or, somebody's hurt my feelings. I don't always share those thoughts with people. Or if I'm feeling alone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. If I'm feeling lonely and all by myself, I don't always just go around saying, I'm lonely. No, I don't. But God knows our thoughts, Buttons.
Wow.
He knows the deep ones. But think about this. If God knows our thoughts of loneliness, he knows our thoughts of joy. He knows our good thoughts and our not so good thoughts. Oh.
Boy, that makes you really think.
It really does make you think. Oh, God can see and hear all of our thoughts. He knows what we're thinking, you guys. And that's what is so awesome about God. We don't have to be scared of God. We can trust him.
Yeah.
Because we know that we're not alone. He's there in our minds. So God understands, you guys, that we have bad times and we have bad thoughts. Sometimes that sneak into our head, Buttons. They just sneak right in. Even if I don't want them to, sometimes they sneak into my head. But we don't have to be discouraged. We just need to think good thoughts. I think I remember a Bible verse about good thoughts. There's a Bible verse in Philippians chapter 4, verse 8.
Philippians 4 and 8.
Philippians 4 and 8. And it talks about whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, because we don't want to believe lies, do we? Or even speak lies. Whatsoever things are of good report, whatsoever things are lovely. And it goes on and on. It says we need to think about those things, Buttons, in our mind. We don't have to think about hate. We don't have to think about loneliness. God is in our minds. He knows us. So if we have bad thoughts, you guys, all we need to do is just capture that thought, Button. As it's coming into our mind, we say, I'm not going to believe that. I'm not going to think about that. I'm not going to think about Buttons being mean to you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to think
I
about.
would appreciate that.
Oh, right. And if somebody's thinking bad thoughts about me, I don't want them to capture that thought.
That's right.
Yeah, the Bible tells us in Psalms 139, verses 1 and 2, as we close. It says, Lord, you have examined me.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like when we go to the doctor's office.
Yeah.
Buttons, he just examines us. You know all about me. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So God knows my likes and he knows my dislikes. He knows what I love and what I don't love. It goes on to say, you know when I sit down and when I get up. You know my thoughts before I think them. Isn't that cool?
That's awesome.
So guys, I'm telling you that I'm very happy about that God knows me.
Yes.
Because when I'm sad, if I'm thinking sad thoughts, and then I start thinking about God, Buttons, what could happen? What could happen if I was sad and all of a sudden, Buttons, I said, God was so good to me today.
I bet you'd feel happy.
I bet I would feel
You'd
happy.
feel better.
He makes me feel happy. God gives us joy. So I want you to be amazed today that if God knows how far the ocean is, if he made a depth that we can't even get to, you guys, how much more does he know and love us, Buttons? He wants to be a part of our lives, you guys. And so this week I want to challenge you to ask the Lord, help me with my thoughts. Help me to not dwell on things that are not of you. If I get scared, Lord, put a thought of how much I love you in my mind. And do you know, Buttons, if we start praying that and we start speaking that, do you know that's just going to happen all the time?
That'd be awesome.
That'll be awesome. Just like we talked about in our last Connect. If we put good things in, good things are just going to come out.
Yeah.
Yes, and so let's put in more of Jesus this week. Okay?
I love it.
Let's do that. So I'm going to challenge you guys to do that this week. And I hope that you're praying every day because God wants to speak to you every day. We love you guys and we can't wait to see you next week. Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.